Hi everyone, welcome to my video on success and failure factor of startup. So in this video, I'll start by providing a brief overview of my startup idea, followed by an analysis of the models that can be used to predict success and failure, and then go through those factors one by one. So the startup idea that I have developed is a product in the area of personal travel journalism. So as we all travel, we use guidebooks to help us navigate and find things to see, things to do, food, etc. And that's a very well defined market. And on the other side, we have blogs, personal journalism, travel diaries, etc. So this product is a combination of the two, and that lets people engage with the destination that they travel to in a meaningful manner and provides a more immersive personal experience. And there are a lot of value additions like designing the type of based on the type of travel. The modules can be chosen and then printed and delivered right to the doorstep, which is the destination of travel. So those are some of the ideas, and there are these activities that will help travelers engage with the environment that they are in. So moving on to the various models for success and failure factor prediction, the Eggers paper talks about customer orientation and entrepreneur orientation. And then there is the resource-based view proposed by Barney as early as 1991 that talks about a product being valuable, rare, inimitable, and non-substitutable. And then the third model is the Lucier model, which talks about 15 parameters that can be used to effectively predict the success or failure of a startup. And in practical situations, they found that record keeping and good financial monitoring, and secondly, a good business plan, business model, and an idea, and number three, marketing, are absolutely essential for the startup success of a startup. And then during the course, of course, Yari has introduced the model which talks about these various parameters and factors for predicting the success and failure. And there is the innovation questionnaire, which I believe is more personal and goes into a good level of detail. Instead of categorizing various items into different buckets, during the course of which the idea might be lost. For example, marketing might mean different things to different people. So when the questionnaire is administered, it is essential to break it down into feelers, which are more personal, and that way the data collected is more meaningful. So I think the innovation questionnaire is a very good tool for potential startup founders to take, and that also gives an idea of how good the startup is. And to make it more useful, I think it'll be great if the survey can be administered to identified successful and unfortunate failure startups, and that gives us a lot of information on uh, developing the model, and so that when we have a test case, we can fit it into that and see what kind of outcomes can be expected. So as for the startup model that I have, some of the success factors could be it is a product, so thereby it involves a certain degree of production manufacturing capabilities. It's not a service product, but this is something that is not very difficult to accomplish. It's a book, it can be printed with access to a printer. It's a great idea. There's a lot of innovative concepts involved here, and of course, it is built on engaging with customers and getting their needs on what features they would like to see and incorporate them in the future iterations of the product. So the product will be continuously evolving based on customer feedback. And other important success factor, in my opinion, is that it is born out of passion. It is not solely for the purpose of profit making. The idea is to share my passion for traveling, meaningful traveling, with other people out there who have a similar interest. Uh, so those are some of the success factors, in my opinion. Potential risk factors or failure factors could be the timing. I know that we are in the coronavirus situation, and people might be cutting back on their travel, but the timing could also be good in the sense that the product is being developed right now, and by the time the world recovers and economy picks up, people start traveling, which they will. Um, the product might be right in time to fill the market need. And the failure factor could be lack of marketing. Planning to involve social media, use my network of friends, attend travel events. I travel quite a bit, so those are potential areas where I can market my product. And the product is pretty simple, so I do not foresee running out of cash. Uh, so that is taken care of, and the business model is very well established. So these are some of the factors that I believe would be good and would make my startup successful. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.